Hey, what up? It's your homie Twitty, and I'm back at it with another reaction. So, this is actually a really good friend of mine requested that I do this. He goes by the name Spider the Akronaut, is his, YouTube channel. It's the song How to Lie from his album The Beds We've Made. And he messaged me the other day and he said, You know, he said, "Man, I'd be so grateful to hear your breakdown of the lyrics on How to Lie from my last album, The Beds We've Made. One of my favorite songs lyrically I've ever wrote. Every line is a double entendre for some kind of addiction, until the last line being a double entendre for breaking free from it." And I was like, yeah, no, I mean, I've heard this song before, so this isn't my first time reaction, but this is my first time ever really breaking down the lyrics. Um, and I just wanted to do this for him because Spider is a good friend of mine. I've known him for years. I've always been a fan of everything he's done, and he's always, been a fan of everything I do. So I was flattered for him to turn around and ask me to do this. So I thought I'd show you guys, my buddy's music. So let's get into it. It's How to Lie by Spider the Acronaut. Like, I'll let you know right now, like, I normally break down metal stuff and all that stuff. My buddy is probably more influenced by, like, the Beatles and, like, other things of that, music. But he is very varied in music and he does blend genres together as well. So that's why I've always enjoyed his music, because even though it has that, classic sound, like, like a Beatles record or something, like, it's got that new vibe to it too, always. I remember when he sent me the first draft of this song and asked me what I thought of it.
Every time we run away, every time the same goodbye, there is nothing left to say, there is no tear left to cry. You taught me to tell the truth, I'ma teach you how to lie. Every time we want to stay.
So, overall vibe of this song, I love it. I love the I believe that's a mandolin. That's what I always want to that's what I always want to call it. But I love that. I just love that upbeat melody that's playing in the background with the heavy subject matter lyrics, because to me, I just always love that. I've always been a sucker for it. You can blame like Sublime and my ska music days on that. But he said, every time we run away, every time we say goodbye, there's nothing. Well, every time we run away, every time we say goodbye. So he's saying that this happens frequently and often, and they've done this dance before. There is nothing left to say. There is no tear left to cry. It's already all been said and done. It's literally just like a formality at this point. You taught me to tell the truth. Well, I'm going to teach you how to lie. And I don't know if he means that in the fact of like they actually like taught him, or they pushed him to finally tell the truth. And, you're going to lie to try to win them back, and it's just like a toxic relationship meaning to that line, as far as like, because, that's toxic relationship. One person hates the other person's trying to win the other one back, vice versa. It switches back and forth. It goes round and around in a circle, and it's just no good for anybody. But we'll see. Let's get a little farther into the song and see where this all leads to.
Every time we want to stay, something turns us back around. Every time we want to play, something tells us not right now. pick my bottle of love. I wanna help you put yours down.
So, a little tidbit about this video that you guys don't know is that this is a fan made video. As far as like, Spider went around and asked everybody if they would, record themselves singing parts of the song and you'd put it in the video. So these are all fans and friends of Spider and some people that I even know. And it's just, it's such a great video. I love the way it was all put together. Spider wearing the ski mask it's just, it's slightly funny, but it fits the song somehow, like in his own weird way. He's always had that weird aesthetic, so it's great to see. But he said, every time we want to stay, something turns us back around. So every time they get comfortable, every time he gets comfortable back in it, there's something that ends up making him want to run away again. And whether that be you're putting yourself in a terrible situation, so you're getting stuck in your addiction and you're getting comfortable in it. Because I mean, you just, eventually the room's on fire and you just don't care anymore. I love that meme. That meme literally, and he's just sitting there going, I'm fine. Because like, no, like that's exactly what it's like, when you're talking about like addictions of any nature or toxic relationships. You get comfortable in it, but then there's something that finally pushes you to have to turn around, and go away. That every time we want to play, something tells us not right now. So it's never going to work. Everything in the world is against whatever this is. It's because every time they try to get back with this substance or this person, the whole world almost turns against you like an omen. And he said, you help me pick my bottle up. I want to help you put yours down. So oh man, that's deep because there's so many meanings to that. As far as like, it could even be as far as like, you know, um, like when I started getting high, man, I wasn't alone. Like I had friends. Like I had a good friend, and we don't talk anymore. Like that's said, done, and over with because of everything that went on. And he could even be talking about that. As far as like, wanting to save someone that was close to him, that's now in the same position that he was. Um, even though that they may have led him down astray in the first place. Whether that be family, brother, friend, lover. That's all up to the person. And I feel like he left it like that for that reason. So you could get your own, you could interpret your own feelings and experiences into it. That's what makes great music. This dude on the right here is my best friend Ben, and he does fire spinning.
Waiting on the break of day. There's a heaven in those clouds.
I believe that's Spider's wife.
Laying in the beds we've made. Your voice never seems so loud.
Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. I feel so terrible.
You took me for all my shots. I wanna throw your needle out.
This scene is just so random for the whole rest of the video. You got all these other people just singing. You got people showing off their talents, playing instruments and stuff like that. And then here's Spider, ski mask, hoodie on, red lights in the background. Yeah, that's what the song's really about. It's all happy, but no, this sets the mood right here because like red's normally related to like bad, and blue is always kind of like more on like good, like that side of things. So it's funny because it's like he's got blue on his face, yet there's red in the background. So like almost even in that sense, visually, Like there's still some good in him, even though there's all this evil around him. I don't know though. I might just be reading too far into it. I get way into some stuff sometimes and get some meanings that are just out there.
Every day's a new escape. No one ever sticks.
Oh, whoops, I almost forgot to break down that last thing there. He said, waiting on the break of day, there's a heaven in those clouds. So he's waiting for the change to come. You know, he knows that there is something better out there. Like the seed's been planted of hope. And then he says, laying in the beds we've made, your choice never seems so loud. I mean, we all are the orchestrator in our own symphony of life, you know, and what we do to ourselves. Like we're willing participants, you know. Um your voice never seems so loud. You got me through all my shots. I want to throw your needle out. You know, and I mean maybe it was somebody that helped him and then they ended up, you know, turning to drugs themselves, you know. Um Maybe it's just a metaphorical sense of, you know, giving up one addiction to find out that you just pick up another one to fill the spot in the void of the other one that's now missing. Um, but I really like that first part, waiting on the break of day. There's a heaven in those clouds, laying in the beds we've made. Your voice never seems so loud. But the thing is, I mean, you can't wait for the change. You have to go out there and make the change. Make the change. And that's what I hope this is going, because he said it has come back around at the end. So we'll see.
Around. Ever think it's a mistake? Bound this side of the ground. You used to sing me back to sleep. I'd wake you up if I knew how. I'm standing for both of us now.
That fits so perfect. The La La La's fit so perfectly there. But so it did come back around. He said, every day's a new escape. No one ever sticks around. And I mean, this could be in the sense of still when you're in the trenches of whatever it is that has a hold of you. Because when I think of this, it makes me, every day for me was me trying to escape the reality of what was around me just because I didn't want to feel it and I didn't want to deal with it, you know, and no one ever stuck around because living in that life, everybody was just stabbing each other in the back and just, it's insanity. It's pure insanity. And, you know, as saying, ever think it's a mistake bound to this of the ground, you know, this of the ground. Um, No, I mean, like that, obviously, that does go through your head. I can remember several times when I was, you know, completely lost and, you know, hopeless and broken, thinking that, like, man, I just wish I would have never made that first mistake, you know, and I hate the fact that I'm stuck to this and this dictates my whole entire life and everything that I do, because if I don't, you know, for me, I would get sick if I didn't do what I was, you know, I needed to do. So, you know, it drove me in every decision that I made, you know. But he goes, you used to sing me back to sleep. I'd wake you up if I knew how. I'm standing for both of us now. And like I said, if this is being applied to like a person, like I understand that for the fact that it's like, you know, he said, you know, you used to sing me back to sleep. I'd wake you up if I knew how. I had to separate myself from a lot of people in my life because no, there was no way I was ever gonna stop them. They hadn't hit that point yet, and when we got together, we were toxic, and you know they would put me back into that sleep, into that coma of using drugs to get out of myself. You know, and but I just wish that I could help them. You know, and I was damning myself by wanting to help that person. And then he goes, I'm standing for both of us now. That's the only way that you can help the other person is to better yourself and lead by example. And then it goes la 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 la. I believe there's something at the end. Steve,
Wake up.
wake up. And I mean, that's almost even like maybe it's the voice that finally woke him up or whoever he was singing about in the song. Um, That was beautiful. I love that song, dude. Like, and it's been so long since I've listened to it, so it almost kind of felt like I was listening to it for the first time again, especially by reading the lyrics. Like, it really, really made me interpret that song in a different way. Like, yeah, you got more songs like this, Spider? You need to let me know, man. I'll dive into some of this, especially if the people want it. What did you guys think of my friend's music? I'd like to know. I think it's great. I love it. It's just got that whole classic rock vibe with, just a current mix, of things and a vibe to it. And yeah, I can't wait to hear it because I don't know if I'm leaking something here, but he said that he's going to be working on his new album soon. So he's going to be dropping a new album. And I can't wait to hear that. I need to fucking play this album again, to be honest, because I listened to it when it first came out. So I guess I'm gonna have to pop this one on. So I hope you guys all liked it. I hope you guys all have a great day, into a great week, into a great weekend, into a good holiday season. If this is the only video that you watch of mine, I love all you guys. I hope you guys all take it easy and have a good one. Later.